Welcome back, everybody, to some more Oldhim. We're running the aggressive Oldhim, getting ready for the calling Indianapolis. Second game of the night, we have Arakni. And this is a very aggressive Oldhim, so I'm looking to take damage, to give damage. You're going first, so I'm going to block out here. No point in taking damage on turn 0, no point in using your equipment on turn 0. Block out with your hand, prevent the damage, get your cards back, and then hit him in the face. Swing it in for a nice 8. If it hits, their first attack is -2. So you're going to see this Arakni. They have a lot of defense reactions, and they have a clutch unmovable. You're going to see that in 8 turns from now, in about 6 minutes or so. But 7 here, I have a nice crackback with Endless Winter. So we're just going to take 7 to the face. Not a problem. Could have done an Earth React there if my Tunic was up. But if I would have blocked with any of my cards or Earth React, I wouldn't been able to fuse this. So I just take that full damage there. We're going to keep an extra card, a little inefficient, but it is what it is. So we're going to hit them here for 8. Let's see what they do. They throw out an Oasis. I'm lower life, so they don't gain a life. They already break their Crown of Providence, which is awesome, and it hits. So they're going to get a Frostbite when they do stuff here. So perfect. Crown's gone. The Goliath Gauntlets are gone. They have Frostbite, and they just have the resources to get this CNC off. So what am I going to do? I'm going to Oasis into a 2 block. That way I can swing my Winter's Wail and I don't lose my staunch response. So I think that's, was my most efficient turn there. So then we get 2 cards out of hand, which is fine. Let's see what they got. Of course, they have another Findall's Fighting Spirit. These Fighting Spirits are everywhere. And it's a good card. 3 for 7, gain a life. Like, come on, that's great. That's a wonderful, wonderful card out of Uprising. Big fan. And I hate seeing all these people play it, because it's definitely clutch, especially when some of these people are running 3, 6, or even more. If they get really crazy into that life gain, like an Icelander that starts with 36, and then over the course of the game, they gain 6 from that, and they gain 3 from Oasis as 9 extra life. That's pretty big. So we're just trading damage back and forth here. This is a very aggressive deck. This is not a Crown into a Rampart, into a Earth React over and over and over again. Now we brick here with the blues. But that's okay, because we still get to pummel this. And 5 was my best attack, so that's what we went with. It would have been nice if it was a red, but didn't get it. But that's okay. So we get the double pummel off here with the Tunic counter, so they're going to lose 2 cards. Now we're feeling really good. I have the lead, I have tempo, they have 2 cards. It's Arakni, what are they going to do? Surgical, ugh. So we got to block this, because I don't want to lose a card from hand. So we blocked that with my equipment. And then we get this dirty Earthlord Surge into an Icy Encounter. That's why Icy Encounter's in the deck. It's an Earthlord Surge target. It's a pummel target. Both of those cost 4 resources. So if we have the Tunic up, you just pitch a blue. And you either come in for 11 or come in for 10. And if it hits, they get a Frostbite. So actually pretty good. And worst case scenario, I guess you could Ice D react with something else with it. So they're coming in for 7. Just doing a little bit of math here. What is the smartest thing to do? The smartest thing is to block out, don't take any damage, and swing the Frosty Winter's Wail. So that's what we do. We're up by 6. Let's just whittle them down. Let's see what we got here for a hand. We got an E-Strike. We love the E-Strike. So right here I'm thinking E-Strike, Snapdragons, CNC. And what do? They Surgical Extraction. So we got to get rid of a card, because we were going to lose a card if we don't get rid of it. So then instead of an E-Strike into the CNC, it's an E-Strike into a Warm Winter's Wail. Not as efficient, but it is what it is. Trying to keep the tempo, trying to keep the pressure up, trying to get their life down low. A lot of D-reacts. We see the Sinks, we see the Fate for Scenes, we see the Unmovable, we see the Oasis. So lots of D-react. And we have a fair amount of life gain too. So they try to hit me back for a CNC with 7. I don't even care, because I'm about to swing 11 on them and put this Sink into Arsenal. So I take 7 to swing 11, and I get to put the Sink in Arsenal. For me, that's a win-win. Don't have a problem doing that. Do that every day of the week. They take a bunch of damage. Let's see what we got here with Macho Grande. Can we pummel any of this stuff? No, we don't have the resources to pummel, so we're going to Macho Grande for 8 Dominate. Keep whittling down that life. Maybe get a D-react out of hand. Okay, yep, we got another Fate for Scene, of course. So they got a 4-card hand. I'm pretty sure they can't kill me from 17, so we can just take a lot of damage here if we have, the crackback. We don't have any way to pump. We got these D-reacts, so let's just block out. Command and Conquer. We're going to Oasis into this 2-block Ice attack. That's 6. And we get to Oh no, we keep the ice attack to swing it for 6. We use a different card to block out. So we block out, don't take any damage, hit them for 6, they block 7. Oh, they also had the this is all you got, so they had 3 of those as well. So they're running a ton of D-Racks. Coming in for another 4. Now I can Endless Winter here. I don't know if I can pummel it. This green looks really small, but this is a really strong looking hand, so I'm just going to keep everything. So we do the Endless Winter non-fuse, but we get the Arsenal and E-Strike. E-Strike is so good. It's so flexible, especially with the Snapdragon Scalers, but even without the Snapdragons, it's so good. So right here, I'm going to take damage to go into an E-Strike, go again, and then swing a Glacial Footsteps for 10. So 15 damage on this 5-card hand. It's pretty nutty. Get some pummels out of hand. Boom, smack them for another 10. Their whole hand's out. So what we got now, we get to swing for a Dominate. This game's over. GG. Just kidding. Here comes the Unmovable. I put in the chat, no way. That's awesome. That's crazy. Didn't expect that. And he goes, yeah, I got lucky. He swings back. He can only do 4 damage here. Well, he does 7. We're going to block it. We're going to block 3 to take 4 to go down the 1. And then we got the Tear Asunder. So I'm like, maybe they have another Immovable. Who knows? They don't have it. GG. Good game.